Tell them check out the blog, bro. YouTube channel called MKO. It's pugilism, boxing algorithm. M stand for Marvin and Kevin's initials KO. Yeah. What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel, where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like, to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification, of course, to be notified when we release the latest content. And of course, remember to leave your thoughts below, comment section about the contents, of this video. Let us know what you think about this subject. So today, I'm just going to speak to you briefly about a new fight that's just been announced. It was announced earlier on in this week, which is Canelo has announced that yes, this year is not going to end without a Canelo fight. So, and the lucky man who's going to get the Canelo fight is going to be Callum Smith, the undefeated #1 guy at super middleweight. Callum Smith, he won the WBSS tournament, defeating George Groves and becoming basically the #1 at super middleweight. And as we know, Saul Canelo Alvarez, he also has a I believe it's a WBC or something up there, version of the WBC belt at super middle, at middle, and also he has even at light heavyweight by defeating Sergey Kovalev. So there was a lot of umming and ahhing about whether or not Canelo was going to fight before the end of this year. There was a lot of I personally wasn't too sure of what was going to happen. You had the legal battles with Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, DAZN, and all that. So there was loads of question marks over this fight. Oh, not even this fight, sorry, but over whether or not he was going to fight. I thought it may be actually quite a while before he boxed again, but lo and behold, it turns out to be quite a short-term thing. And it seems like, at least to me and some of us, that Canelo's beef was actually about being independent. That's what his manager Eddie Reynoso, and his trainer claim, that this thing was about being independent. And it seems that the issue to them was Golden Boy Promotions, because what he's done now is he's been released by Golden Boy and I think by DAZN, and now the interesting thing is his fight versus Callum Smith on the 19th of December is actually going to be back on DAZN. So he's back working with DAZN, but absent from this whole thing and all the dealings is Golden Boy Promotions and Oscar De La Hoya. So De La Hoya is out of the deal, Golden Boy Promotions is out of the deal, and I believe it looks like Saul Canelo Alvarez is now doing this as a free agent, as an independent guy. As I said in a previous video, he's now truly sort of independent, and I think what he's going to be doing now, going direct to whoever he wants to go to, making the best deal. And we've got this one right here, December the 19th, and I for one, it's really hard to go against Canelo Alvarez. I mean, he hasn't even looked like losing in several years. I mean, I think he's only sort of looked like losing sort of when he did lose to Floyd Mayweather all those years ago when he was like 22 years old. And that's the sort of last time where he's looked like, he might lose here. And I suppose Lara gave him a good sort of good account of himself, but because of his sort of negative style, he lost that. But so it's interesting times. Some might be critical of this fight because they might say, there's only one winner. But the thing is, when you're that good as Canelo is, it's really hard. I mean, in terms of who is going to challenge him and who he's going to fight, I mean, I think Callum Smith is a very good sort of solid opponent. And to be fair, even if you say, well, he's got no chance, you got to look at his credentials. He's gone in there. He's the man at super middleweight. So you can't really sort of question him. I mean, I suppose the question mark over him, I'll contradict myself a bit there, but obviously his John Ryder performance was quite poor, and that was a close fight. Many argue that John Ryder should have won that fight. I think I even thought John Ryder should have been world champion that night. I thought John Ryder done enough. Although I wouldn't say, as others had said, that it was a robbery, Smith versus Ryder. I think it was close enough, and I think you could definitely make a good argument for John Ryder winning that fight. And there's some performances of Smith that haven't been all that. The last one with John Ryder being one of them. But I think as far as his credentials go, there's not really anyone around that sort of weight that, especially at super middle, who's got sort of more credentials. I mean, you could do a Triple G fight. I think they might be looking to make a third one, but we've seen that twice already. I think we've seen all that we're going to see from those guys. I mean, the only other thing we might see is, if Canelo manages to be the first one to stop Triple G, it'll be a great fight, but I think it's going over old ground. And with this Smith versus Canelo fight, I think it's a good look. It's a good opportunity for Canelo, because Smith is unified at super middleweight, so it's going to be a good chance for us now to see, big unification fight, and he'll become, in my eyes at least, if he beats Callum Smith, it's another achievement, because he'll become undisputed at super middleweight. And for me, I believe that when this does take place, I'm picking Saul Canelo Alvarez to win, and to win inside the distance by stoppage. I think he's, while Smith is pretty good, as many others have pointed out, Smith doesn't really fight tall. He doesn't use his height, he doesn't use his reach. He fights close up, throws good body shots, and he doesn't really keep fights long. And I think if he can sort of turn that around and somehow keep Canelo at the end of his punches, then he does have a chance. But I think going on the way that he sort of fights, he's up close, personal, breaks guys down, I think that will just play into Canelo's hands. And the fact of Canelo being so, precise and so skilled in how he delivers his punches, the quality of Canelo's punches is just crisp, clean, it's brilliant, it's textbook, it's sort of exactly what you teach, you would teach youngsters in the gym. He just delivers them so well and so crisply, and he's such a good body puncher. I mean, even what he done to Callum Smith's brother, Liam Smith, devastating body shots. And I for me personally, I think, that's probably how this is going to go down, really. I mean, I reckon, Smith is going to get chopped down and going to get sort of stopped inside the distance, maybe towards the later rounds, because Canelo's just too precise. He's a big lump, and he can really bang, and it's just that the whole precision and how he just places the punches so well. I just don't think there's anything that Callum Smith can do really to combat Canelo. Well, he's a good puncher himself, Smith, and don't get me wrong, he has a chance, but I'm leaning heavily towards Canelo. I think he's just too precise, and he's, while he's not the biggest puncher in the world, he does punch hard enough and precise enough to most probably get Smith out of there. But I will say I'm happy that this fight is being made, because it's a good fight. Smith is undefeated, got good credentials, and it's a good challenge for Canelo, but I can only see one winner, really. Anyway, let me know your thoughts below in the comment section, and that's my opinion on it. Until next time, this is MKO Pugilism, over and out. Catch you on the next one.